and this character seems to kind of accentuate that. I don't know what the deal is with these invincible husks. What? Game, please? Please, game. Let's try this. What the heck is going on? What's going on, guys? ROundedtiktak here, and today we're bringing you the brand new Kunai Storm Enthusiast Ninja Hare Ken. Now, a couple things before we get into the actual review is two things. One, 15,000 subscriber giveaway on Twitch tomorrow, Saturday, 4/20, 11:30 Eastern Standard Time, 11:30 a.m. I hope to see you guys there. We're going to be doing giveaways and a bunch of other crazy stuff. I hope to see you there. I really do. It's going to be a lot of fun. The other thing is I am going to be putting together this weekend the top 5 community versus my top 5 pistol video. If you guys want to give your input on that, feel free to do so. My last video I just posted, everybody is saying it on that one, or you can add it here, your top 5 pistols. Let me know. If you already did it on the other video, don't do it again here, because they will be double counted. We are adding them up. There seems to be a clear winner, but I'll let you guys know about that over the weekend when I get some time to work on it. Lastly, a couple things have happened yesterday. I wanted to get this video out to you then, but life got in the way and I had to deal with something, and I didn't get home till like 7:30 at night, so I didn't make it. So here it is now. This is the brand new Ninja. Let's check them out. All right, Fortnite's still broken, so let's talk about that a little bit. Fortnite is currently busted for a lot of players, sadly. I don't know what's going on here. I'm probably gonna end up dying. Good thing I am playing an ability-based ninja, because I am not having the option to kill much here. Let's see if what the heck is going on? I cannot kill anything unless I use an ability. Thank God, like I said, I'm playing an ability-based ninja. Melee doesn't seem to work. Nothing seems to be working. This little intro here is going to be interesting. I don't know if I'm going to throw it in the video or not. But, I mean, this just shows that the state of the game that Epic Games is currently forcing upon us, which is messed up, man. I know a lot of console players aren't able to play right now, which is an issue, 100%. But we're going to try to stay positive here. I'm thinking about making a video of what exactly is going on and the issues that Fortnite Save the World is currently in. But I'm trying to stay positive here and just check out the new character. I already checked out Luna. Not a fan of her. Not even sure if I'm going to make a video about her. But I have an interesting build for this character, which we're going to talk about in a minute. It's not what you would normally put on, because some of the perks that you could put on for a kunai specialist character like him, I don't like. So I'm going to show you my build, what I came up with, and how I like to play this character more than just what you would normally see. But before we get into it, remember, this is a level 100 mission. I am solo, and I want to just see how much the kunai does to a smasher. So we're going to hit him perfectly here. And that's the kind of damage you're gonna get without being buffed by a party or anything like. I'm not gonna be able to kill this guy without being buffed by a party, without having max ability damage or anything like that. You're gonna end up maybe what is that? We used to call that a quarter. I believe one of the eggs got hit by the lamp. Let's try it one more time here. We're gonna double jump, throw them down, and boom. So yeah, I would say about it on a full connect hit on a physical smasher, I would say it does about 1/3 of the health each time. But that you're not using this for single target damage. You're a 100% not using this for single target damage. You are using this ability to clear out a lot of trash mobs. Another cool thing about this character is Kunai Storm. I hated the ability back when it first came out. However, I'm kind of growing to like it here. The eggs provide a decent AoE bonus to it, which is quite helpful. And on top of that, if you double jump and throw them down, they do decent AoE damage. However, if you decide not to double jump and you just want to do a Kunai Storm like that, the smaller radius that you end up with actually allows for a decent amount of single target damage. I was going to show it on that smasher till that other guy joined the party. Maybe we can find one more here. This character, ninjas are in general in a much better place than they've ever been. ever in this entire game. Long time ago that they were basically unviable. I don't know what's going on with the game right now. It's really hard to play. Everything's yeah, I'm still not doing damage sometimes, but that's all right. We'll get it. We'll get it over with. We'll get it done with. So let's talk about the state of the game a little bit. The state of the game is pretty rough right now. Specifically, if you're on a console. PS4, Xbox, all of those seem to be really busted at the moment, where you're not allowed to join into other people's games, which is a bit of an issue. This character probably is one of the better characters you could play on an encampment mission. The fact that the mass enemy spawns with not a lot of high tanky enemies like smashers and stuff like that allow for a lot of use for his Kunai Storm. I believe Kunai is the perk that lets it nerf the cooldown almost in half, allowing you to get sometimes even 2 Kunai Storms back to back to back. And they do a decent amount of damage. I mean, we can see here that they do hit pretty hard. They will half health probably the fat boys and basically kill. There we go, right there. Basically kill anything else that may get hit by them. Now, the eggs are interesting. I guess that's what we should focus this video on. The eggs are not... I want to say they aren't necessary to have Kunai Storm perform well, but then I would be contradicting myself, because Kunai Storm just on this character seems to be such a better ability that it's actually useful. The issue with Kunai Storm was never its damage or anything like that. It was the targeting mechanic between the actual ability. So if they would allow you to like aim where it's gonna go, it would be much more useful in any sense of the word. But since it doesn't do that, and you're kind of forced to just throw it wherever it lands, it kind of always rubbed me the wrong way, I guess. I just never thought it was a worthy ability of using, because the radius is so small that you are really limited on what you could do. Also, double jumping used to take energy, so what would happen is you would double jump, use this, or try to use that, and you couldn't even use it because you were out of energy because of the double jump. Those are no longer the case, so the ability to actually have this up consistently, plus with certain perks like Fuel for the Fallen, allow for a lot more interesting playstyle and diverse builds that you can actually pull off with this character. All in all, I would say it's a pretty fantastic ability to use. This is probably going to be my go-to ability-based ninja. Let's talk about that for 1 second too. There are 2 kinds of ninjas that you can use in this game. Currently, you can use a melee-based ninja, which a sword, a spear, a scythe, whatever you want to do, and use perks appropriately to level up those abilities. Since my guns are not working here, basically, for the most part, you can see that I'm using mainly just abilities, and with that being said, I'm still doing quite a bit of damage. This is a level 100 mission. I only have one other guy here. No idea who he is. He's not like, you know, somebody I play with all the time that I can rely on. I can't even break this. Wow, what is going on with this game? And we're just kind of just going through these. Between Kunai Storm, his Ninja Stars, and an unbuffed Dragon Slash, because I still got to show you the build I'm going with, it still seems that we're 100% doing enough damage to at least get by. Which is a lot to say for a ninja character. It's definitely a lot of fun. This character, I like how he looks. I like everything about him. I have no issues with the character itself, which cannot be said for the new soldier. The new soldier with the Easter egg perk is, in my opinion, not worth it to play as a commander at all. I was in fact talking to Demon Joe about this the other day. When she came out and he was released as well. At that time, I didn't have a chance to play the bunny character at all, or this one, and I gotta admit that the soldier is a lot worse than this character. This character actually does what it's supposed to do. And lastly, the Kunai Storm, although it's only adding 3 eggs, I'm gonna have to take a guess here. This isn't 100% science. I'm gonna have to take a guess here and say that each egg has a quarter tile radius explosion. Don't quote me on that because there's no way to be really sure because it doesn't tell us, but I'm going to assume that it does. It looks like it does anyway. It's separate damage instances from the actual kunai, which is nice. So you have multiple things hitting the enemies at once. You have 3 different, or actually 4 different instances of damage. You have the kunai itself hitting them. You have, I believe, the one perk that leaves a energy residue that also applies an affliction, and then you have the Easter egg as well. So running a character like this, I'll show you the build in just a second, is definitely a decent way to go. There's nothing wrong with the character itself, which is nice, which is something that's good in Fortnite, because sometimes they release characters that, let's be honest, you might use once, you might blow 1.2 million experience into them, and then you're never going to use them again. So this is the build that I came up with, guys. It's a little different than what you would normally see because I wasn't having any success running a full kunai buff build. I just wasn't. I kept dying to blasters. Hang time gets you killed 95% of the time. So I decided to try a tank kunai build, and I haven't died in a very, very long time. I actually enjoy the build a lot more this way than I did any other way. So Egg's Termination, Kunai Storm dropped egg bombs, which deal 111 base damage. That scales to your ability damage bonus. So just know that they end up hitting pretty hard. And like I said, I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's in a 0.25 tile radius or 256 radius, however you want to say it. We're going to take bioenergy source here because, again, a lot of people will suggest Soaring Mantis, and you can use Soaring Mantis. It's a great ability. Feel free to use it. Even Preemptive Strike can work here. But I ended up trying to make a tank ninja build, and it came out really, really good. So even if you don't want to agree with me, at least try it and see if you do like it. Kunai-olation, Kunai Storm explodes shortly after impact, dealing 4 base energy damage, again in another 0.25 tile, allowing more AoE damage for an AoE ability. Fuel of Fallen, you guys know what it does, probably top 3 perks in the game. Eliminations restore 6 energy over 3 seconds. So with Kunai-olation combined with Kunai Collection, you can actually spam Kunai Storm twice, maybe even 3 times, especially if you take Soaring Mantis. Survivalist, we're going to add this in because, again, you're in a dangerous predicament once you're up in the air, especially if you take hang time. So Survivalist allows us to just run around the map, heal, fuel for the fallen, keeps our energy up, and just spam our abilities. Now, here's where things get a little weird. You can absolutely use Wings of the Dragon. I would say this is probably the best perk to bring if you're trying to do damage. But we attempted to make a tank build, and the footage you just saw is not with this perk. In fact, it's with Bomb Kyle. An extra 22 armor at all times allows you to keep in the air a little longer, taking a little more damage, be in the midst of the fight, and everything along those lines. So that's it, guys. Is he worth it? Absolutely. Pick him up. He's a lot of fun to play. Even if you don't want to use his kunai and buff his abilities, stick a bunch of sword perks on him and he'll be fine that way too. He won't be as good, but at least you'll have a cool kunai to use. He's an AoE clearing machine with Dragon Slash and Kunai Storm, allowing a lot of damage. This footage I have hang time in, and this is where I decided to take it out of the build because I kept getting killed because it's a 118 mission. Remember, tomorrow is our 15,000 subscriber giveaway over on Twitch, twitch.tv/ROundedtiktak. We would love to see you there. If you want to get your input, this is the last chance to get your input live on the top 5 community pistol video. We are tallying up the scores this weekend, and we're going to see exactly who came out on top. I'll leave a link for it right now if you guys want to check it out. There is that video. You can add it in the comment section below or here, and we'll get it done that way. Sorry the video is a little longer. Just I'm really pressed for time right now, and this is just how the video came out. I know longer doesn't make sense, but it's easier to edit. Whatever. I'll see you guys on the next one during the weekend, probably the top 5 pistol video. Thank you so much for watching. TikTok out.